نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قال الله تعالى إن هدى الله هو الهدى وقال رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم خيركم من تعلم القرآن وعلمه صدق الله العظيم وصدق رسوله الكريم ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
We have a concept of a compound in Arabic language, which in Arabic is known as a murakkab. Okay. Murakkab is a combination of two or more words. When we combine, remember we said Arabic, the basic unit is the word, and the word is of three kinds. It can be either an ism, it can be a harf, and it could be a fi'l. So when we combine two or more words together, then we get compounds out of them, and we call them murakkab. Okay, and there are two kind of murakkabat in Arabic language. One of them are known as murakkab naqis, meaning they are incomplete sentences or incomplete phrases. And the other one is called murakkab tam, and that is a complete sentence. Okay. Now, in the last few classes or the previous sessions, we did cover both of them, murakkab naqis and murakkab tam. In the murakkab naqis, I'm going to go in the details right now. We covered 4 different kind of murakkabat, and we will take a look at them. In the murakkab tam category, we have 2 more categories called jumla ismiya and jumla fi'liya, and I have given you an idea of what a jumla ismiya is and a jumla fi'liya is. So murakkab naqisa, there are 4 of them, and you have heard the name, and you'll start to recognize them. For example, one of them is called murakkab jari. And when you think about murakkabat, they have 2 components to make it a murakkab. For example, in the murakkab jari, the 2 main components of that murakkab is harf jar and majroor. So example will be fil bayti, minal masjidi, in the house, or in the house from the masjid. These words, the fi and the min, they are known as haruf jara. In plain English, they are known as prepositions, right? And again, if you need more information about them, you can inshallah consult the videos. But for the time being, I'm just giving you a high level overview so that if you see these words, you know what they are. So fil bayti, the letter or the word fa or the fi is a harf jar, and al bayt is a noun. And when a noun goes into the status of jar, is known as majroor. So far, so good? Okay. The other one is murakkab eshari. And in the murakkab eshari, we have ismo ishara and we have musharun ilayh. So we have a pointer and we have something to point to. So if I say this book, so the word this is the ishara, is a pointer, and the book is the noun. I'm pointing towards the book. Similarly, we have same ideas in Arabic. So I say hazal kitabu or hazal kalamu, tilkal bintu. Hazal kalamu means this pen. Yeah. So I'm pointing to. So in order to do the ishara or the murakkab ishari, it's a combination of isme ishara, which is haza or zalika. There are 2 kind of ishara, one for the near one and one for the far one. Haza is the near one. So I'm saying this pen. If I say that pen, then I'm going to say zalikal kalamu. Yeah. And again, this is not required for this course at the moment. I mean, you need to know them. That's why I'm just bringing it to your attention, just to refresh your memory a little bit. Okay. Murakkab توصیفی, when you have a noun and you're describing it. For example, waladun salihun. Walad mean a boy, or you can call a son, and salih mean righteous. So you're saying a righteous boy. So are you giving a little bit of a description about the boy, the quality of the boy, that the walad, the boy is righteous. So when you have a combination like that, It's called murakkab توصیفی because you are giving a sifat. Sifat is the translation of a quality in Arabic. Yeah. Now, is waladun saleh, righteous boy, is it a complete sentence? No, it is a incomplete phrase. Fil bayti, is it a complete sentence? No, it is a phrase called murakkab jari. Hazal kalamu, this pen, is also not a complete sentence. And what is the definition of murakkab naqisa? That these are incomplete phrases and they are not complete. What is the other category? Murakkab tam, and murakkab tam is the complete one. Are we clear on this this idea? Why I'm covering this? Yeah, you guys are very quiet.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Murakkab idafi is when you have its combination where you say something like Rasulullahi or Kitabullahi. In this kind of murakkab, you have a sense of association, ownership. So the one thing is the possess or the possessor. Yeah. So who is the possessor of Rasul? Allah. And who is possessed is the Rasul. Who's the possessor in the Kitabullah? Allah is the possessor and Kitab is the possessed. So when you have a situation like this, this is known as murakkab izafi. And we have covered this in a whole lot of detail in part 3. So if you're really interested in getting into the nitty-gritty details, please watch some of the videos in part 3. Okay. So this was just a preview of what is murakkab and naqis, but our focus is on murakkab tam. What is the one thing about murakkab tam? We know that it is a complete sentence. When it's a complete sentence, then how many types of sentences we have in Arabic? We have only 2 kinds of sentences. One of them are called jumlatul ismiya, nominal sentence, and one of them is called jumlatul fi'liya, verbal sentence. In this course, for the next 10 weeks, our main focus will be jumlatul fi'liya. What is a verbal sentence? We said the basic definition of a verbal sentence is that it starts with a verb. Yeah. If it's a verbal sentence, is it going to start with a noun or a verb?
A verb.
Okay. And what is a noun? What is a verb? Verb is the action. Yeah. If does the action require somebody to do the action?
Yes.
Yes. So if I say eating, then is the act of eating happening itself, or there is somebody doing the act of eating?
Someone exists.
Somebody is doing the act of the eating. So in Arabic, we have a file by default inside the noun. And this idea of what that is, we are going to cover in an example right now. Okay, let me show you this. Let's read through this. A fail in Arabic differs from an English verb in that every fail contains a pronoun inside it. Do you guys know what a pronoun is?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so the people who know that's fine, but for the benefit of our new students, I'm going to talk about the pronouns in a second. So the pronoun serves as a doer. In every fail in Arabic, there is a pronoun by default inside of it. So keep that idea in mind and then we'll talk about it. So together, an action and a doer make a full sentence. So can the jumla fi'liya be complete without a file?
No.
No. So you need to have a fail and then somebody doing that action. Now, one thing I need everybody to put this somewhere in your notebook or in your mind, that the file in the jumla fi'liya will have a status. A file in a jumla fi'liya has a status, and that status is always going to be rafa. What is that status going to be? Rafa. Yeah. So this is one default information we need to put, and this information will keep us successful in the rest of the course. If you can just remember this, that whenever we are dealing with a verbal sentence, the file is something which is in the status of rafa. And the who have a statuses? Does the fail has a status or the noun has a status?
Noun.
Noun.
Noun has a status. So the file is going to be a noun. Okay. I think I need to show you something before you. Okay. So let's talk about pronouns first. Okay. Now, when I say Abid came into the room, he sat down. So in the first sentence, did I mention the name Abid?
Yes.
But after that, did I say Abid sat down or I said he sat down?
E.
He. So so the nouns which are used in place of a pronouns are the nouns which are used in place of a noun. Meaning, first you say the name and then you refer to them after in the second or later on, he, she, it. In plain English, what do we know about pronouns? They're known as he, she, it. Now, when you say he, she, it, is it a third person? When you refer to somebody, he, she, it, what person you are referring to? Third person, right? Okay. Does every noun has a gender?
Yes.
Yes. So we need to know about he when we're talking about a masculine, and what about a she when we're talking about a feminine, and then there is also it. Yes. When we're talking about maybe a book or something else like a table. So do we say he for a table? Do we say he or we say it? It. So we need to know the masculine and the feminine, because we said a noun must have 4 properties. What are those 4 properties? That it has to have a gender, it needs to have a number, it needs to have a status, and it needs to have a type, whether it's a marifa or nakira. Agree? And then we have persons. We have third person, we have second person, and we have first person. What will be the example of a second person? You.
You.
And what is the example of first person? I.
I.
Yes. So if we are talking about masculine, am I going to say he as one person, right? And then the number mufrad is singular, the dual is musanna, and the plural is jama. Jama mean more than 2. What is a dual? 2 only, right? And the jama is more than 2. So I'm going to say the word for huwa, for he in Arabic is huwa. And the word for 2 men, when you're referring to them in third person, is huma. And what do you call them when there are more than 2? Okay. For the female is hiya and huma and hunna. Okay. So let's talk about it again. Huwa, 1 male. We are referring to a third person male. Huma, 2 male. Hum, more than 2 male. Hiya, she, 1 female. Huma, 2 female. Hunna, more than 2. They're all in the third person. I want to say the same thing in second person. I'm going to say anta, you. Am I talking to a male or female?
Male.
Antuma, you 2 male. Antum, you all male. For the female will be anti, antuma, and antunna. For the first person, I'm going to say ana, and for the 2, I'm going to say we 2 nahnu or we all nahnu. Is that making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so look at the flow chart. This is the mudhakkar, masculine, feminine, masculine, feminine for second person, and the masculine, feminine are combined for the first person. Because if the male is saying ana, and we can see him, then we know that a male is saying ana. If the female is saying ana, and if we can see them, we know that it's a female who's saying ana. Agree? These are known as pronouns. Remember earlier, we said in a fail, a pronoun is inside the fail. Did we say that earlier?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are those pronouns? And those pronouns are acting as what in a noun, in a verb? As the file, as the doer?
Yes.
Yes. And what is one information we said we are going to put in our brain? That a file is always rafa.
Rafa.
Okay. So if I tell you that make a printout of this chart and put it somewhere right next to you whenever you're dealing with the verbs next time, then do you need to worry about which pronouns are of rafa category? These are the rafa
No.
pronouns. What are these now pronouns? Or what are the status of these pronouns?
Marfu.
Rafa. Okay, if they are rafa and if they come in a verbal sentence, what will be their role? They will be the
File.
file. Agree? You guys with me so far?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. Yes.
Brother Abid, you spoke about he and she, and what about it in Arabic?
There is no it in Arabic. So for it, if it's a masculine it, we say huwa. And if it's a feminine it, we say hiya. Does that make any sense?
Okay.
So if you're dealing with a kitab, the gender of a kitab being a non-living thing in Arabic is masculine. So you will refer to the book as huwa. But if you're talking about a car is a sayyara, and sayyara is a feminine in Arabic. So you will be say hiya, and the translation will be it. If you're talking about a book, you're going to say in the next sentence, you're going to say it, you will use huwa. And if it's a feminine and you are referring to it in a feminine, you will say hiya. Make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So before we move forward, this is extremely important that we know this chart by heart. Okay. And it's a very simple chart. And the information you need to know is all on one page. And we need to know what is the third person mean. We need to know what is second person mean. We also need to know what is first person mean. And since we know English and we also know our mother tongue, we know that these exist in every language, right? So it's very simple. Let's just look at the wording one more time. Huwa, huma, hum. Hiya, huma, hunna. Anta, antuma, antum. Anti, antuma, antunna. Ana, nahnu. Yeah. Anytime I say give me a rafa pronoun, these are the 14 pronouns I'm expecting from you. How many are they in number? 14. Yes. 3 for male for third person, 3 for male second person, and 2 combined male and female first person. Yeah. 3 for female third person, 3 for female second person, and again the 2 combined. If you count them, they are total 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And you know what singular means, right? Singular means one person, single, wahid. What is dual? Musanna. What is plural? Jama, meaning more than 2. In the plain English or other languages, the 2 is also considered plural. But in Arabic, there is a distinction. Dual is handedly or handed separately, and more than 2 is handed separately or handled. Yeah. So huwa is singular, dual is huma or 2, and hum is they all, more than 2. Okay. So let's repeat this together so that we know the answers to that what are the pronouns of rafa. Huwa, say huwa,
Huwa.
huma, that's for the male. Huwa mean one male, he. Huma, they two, male. Hum, they all, male. What about the female? Hiya, huma, hunna. Right? Anta, you male. Okay, stick with anta first. Anta, you, one male. Antuma,
You too.
two male, you two. Antum, you all.
All.
Anti, you female.
Female.
Antuma, you two female.
Two females.
Antunna, you all female. Ana, I, nahnu, we.
We.
Okay, so far so good.
Brother Abid, quick
Yeah.
questions.
Yes,
You've put we nahnu as one block because it represents both male and female.
yes,
In the third and second person for dual is also the same for male and female, right?
yes, that's right.
Okay.
And when you look at the sentence, from the context of the sentence, you would understand whether it mentioned two male or two females. Okay, this will, inshallah, when we see examples, this will start to make more sense.